In this video, I'm going to share with you effective practices that will cleanse, balance, and elevate your spiritual well-being. It involves purifying your energy field, removing stagnant energies, and releasing energy blockages that are still locked into the conflicts of the past. Now, by embracing energy hygiene, we can enhance our connection to the divine and to our higher self, heighten our intuition, raise our vibration, and experience a deeper sense of purpose. Now, your energy field is one huge gravitational magnet. And if it's still in your mind, it's still in your aura. So your aura, your energy field, is what's creating your reality. It's what's attracting in your experiences. So by incorporating these energy hygiene practices, it's a way to keep the energy field clean. And think of it like personal hygiene. You shower every day to keep the body clean. You wash your hair and you wash your face. So it's the same idea. You want to also keep the energy field clean, because if you've got negativity in the energy field, negative thoughts and feelings, then that will attract in more negativity. So by incorporating these energy hygiene practices and keeping the energy field clean so that it's positive, then we can attract in better experiences. So the first energy hygiene practice is meditation. I love meditation because it is an amazing tool. We can use it in so many different ways for so many different reasons. And it's free, you don't need anything for it, you can do it anywhere. So you can use meditation in a number of ways to keep your energy field clean. A couple of ways you can do this is by visualization. You could do a visualization meditation that cleanses your aura. So you visualize like a white light around your body that's just cleansing your aura. You could do a visualization of energy cord cutting. So one thing I've learned from the spiritual experts is that we have energy cords with people that we interact with, like our friends, our family, relationships. And if you say you break up with someone in a relationship, or you're no longer friends with someone anymore, you can still have these energy cords that link you with that person. So a way to keep that energy field clean is by using meditation and visualization, and visualizing cutting these energy cords from these people that are no longer in your life. So that's two great ways you can use visualization. You can also just use meditation as a way to calm down the nervous system and get rid of your stress, which cleans up the energy field. You can also use it as a way to just like become self-aware of your thoughts and feelings, because a lot of us have these thoughts and feelings that run on autopilot, so we're not really aware of what's going on. And if you're not aware, then it's going to be creating problems in your life, and it's going to be, in your energy. So just by going into a meditative state, we can learn to observe our thoughts and become familiar with what our thought patterns are, and become familiar with our feelings and just feel what's going on in our bodies. And through doing that, we will just develop more self-awareness. So that's a great way to use meditation to keep the energy field clean. Now, the second practice is journaling. So journaling is another great tool that's free to do. You just need a pen and a paper. And it's a really great way to get your thoughts and feelings out of your body, out of your energy field, out of your system, and putting it onto paper. And I've used this practice myself where, if I'm feeling negative, I've got negative thoughts, I've got negative feelings, or something happened in my life that caused me to have an emotional reaction and I'm upset, that's when I'll get the pen and paper out and I'll just start journaling it out. So it's a way to just get your thoughts and feelings out of the body and onto paper. And as you do that, you end up feeling so much better for it. So I've literally walked away from a journaling session feeling like I just had a therapy session, and you just feel a lot more positive afterwards. So there's no rules to journaling either. It's just a great way to just let everything out, and you're free to do that because no one's going to be reading it. You know what I mean? You can just be as open and honest as you want. And as I journal, like information just randomly comes up inside in my inner world. Like random things just start popping up, and then I'll just start jotting that down, and then that can lead you to have like these epiphanies and realizations and these breakthroughs, which, you know, help us clean up our energy field. And sometimes even my own questions will pop up in my head as I'm journaling. Like I might think, you know, why did that upset me? So I write that question down, and then I'll journal to that question. So that is another really great effective tool to help you get rid of those negative thoughts and feelings that's going on and help you to process them. Now, the third effective practice is shadow work. So shadow work is an extremely effective practice. And if you're on that personal development journey, you have to incorporate shadow work. Otherwise, you won't get far with personal development. Now, this is because we all have a shadow. And what the shadow is it's the hidden dark side of the human psyche. So it's the unconscious and disowned parts of our personality. And so most of us are unaware of our shadow. And because we're unaware of our shadow, we actually end up projecting our shadow onto other people and we don't realize it. So for example, if you're judging another person and you're looking at them like, oh, what are they wearing? Why are they wearing that? Like you're being judgmental. That is your shadow. When you judge someone else, it's actually coming from an unhealed place inside you. So incorporating shadow work into, you know, your spiritual practices is going to allow you to develop a lot of spiritual growth. So if you don't know how to do shadow work, I'm going to link a video. I've already made a video on shadow work for beginners, the ultimate guide to becoming your best self. I will link that video at the end of this one. So if you actually want to learn what shadow work is and how to do it, that video will teach you everything you need to know. So by doing shadow work, it allows us to become aware of the unconscious parts of ourselves. And when we become aware of it, that is a way of cleaning up the energy field, because awareness is 90% of transformation. You can't change anything if you're unaware of it. So this is why it's an extremely effective practice. We're kind of like how Shrek, in the movie Shrek, talked about being like onions. Harry's like, there's layers. We are the same. We literally have all these layers. So as we do shadow work and we're becoming aware of these things about ourselves that have been sort of running on autopilot or in the background, we're like, oh, cool, we become aware, but there's always more stuff to becoming aware of. There's always layers to ourselves. So it's an extremely effective practice that I highly recommend to incorporate if you really want to level yourself up, clean up that energy field by becoming aware of all these things that's going on that you're unaware of, and it will help you to get further on your journey with that personal development. Now, the fourth practice is breath work. So when I say breath work, I'm more referring to somatic breath work, because there is different types of breath work. But somatic breath work, somatic meaning body, and so it's working with the body to release stored emotions and trauma. So we actually store our emotions and trauma in the body, and a lot of people don't realize this. And we have trauma in our nervous system. So by doing breath work, which you do with a facilitator, you don't do this on your own. You have someone that guides you through the breath work process. And you use your breath in a certain way, and what it does is it gets you to bring up these stored emotions and trauma, and you release them. And you may release them by crying, by laughing, by screaming. It can come out in all these different ways, but that's the trauma and emotions that's releasing from the body. And when you release that, it'll shift your energy. It'll clean up that energy field. Now, I've done breathwork sessions online through just like spiritual courses or events that I've done. I've never done it in person, but I've had some really amazing experiences just by doing them online. It's great to do online as well. And by the end of breath work, you're using your breath, you do a few different rounds and you might be screaming some stuff out. But by the end of it, I feel so good, like just inner peace in my body and just bliss and just feel really relaxed as well. Gets you in a really good state. But that's a great way to keep the energy field clean by releasing these things. Now, the fifth practice is to go out in nature and do what's called earthing or grounding. Nature's a really great way to keep our energy field clean and to uplift our energy. Because, most of us are living in the city, and the city is very busy. There's so much going on. You've got all these sounds like traffic and sirens and lawnmowers or leaf blowers. And then you've got all these signs in your face like, buy this, buy that. And it's just like, whoa, like it's overstimulating our senses, which leads us to feeling stressed. Ever since I've had my spiritual awakening, I now just have this urge to always go out in nature and stay away from the city. So when you go out in nature, nature just has that calm stillness about it, which makes you feel so much better. If you've noticed, when you go out in nature, you always come back feeling better. It's just uplifts your energy. And it just makes you feel positive. Also with grounding and earthing, taking your shoes and socks off and actually connecting to the earth. That's a great way to keep your body healthy and clean. There are so many health benefits to earthing, but one of them that I've learned is it removes like inflammation in the body, which causes a lot of disease and illness as well. So going out in nature, connecting to it, connecting to the earth with your bare feet is going to balance out your energy. It's going to make you feel uplifted. It's going to make you feel positive. It's going to make you feel really good. So I highly recommend to get out in nature as much as you can and avoid the city as much as you can. Because like I say, it causes us to feel stressed by overstimulating our senses. Now the sixth practice, the last one, is a technology detox. So I highly recommend to take regular breaks from technology and electromagnetic devices. So electromagnetic devices, like your phone, can negatively influence and affect our electromagnetic field or your energy field. And a lot of people spend far too much time on their phones, and I don't think they really realize how much it's affecting them in a negative way. And some people actually live in their phone rather than living in this reality. It's just not healthy for us. So be mindful of that and be mindful to take regular breaks from it. And engage in activities that bring you joy instead. Because joy is a high vibrational frequency, so it's going to raise your vibration and make you feel really good. Or you could do things that promote relaxation, calm your nervous system down and reduce your stress and balance out your energy. I also recommend not to sleep with your phone on next to you, because while you're asleep with the phone on next to you, again, it can be negatively affecting your electromagnetic field. So those are the 6 effective practices that I highly recommend to incorporate in your routine. And if you do, you can experience a profound transformation, connect to the divine within, and raise your vibration to these higher frequencies. And as you do that, the outer reality will reflect it, because the outer reality is simply a projection of your consciousness, of your energy field, the energy you're embodying. So when you're operating in higher frequencies, that's going to get reflected out and you're going to experience a better reality because of it. So I hope you like this video, guys. I hope you got some sort of value out of it. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button, or write a comment and subscribe. If you like this sort of content, hit the bell notifications so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And I'm going to post a video here for how to do shadow work. If you want to learn how to do that for yourself, I highly recommend it if you haven't done it before. Have an awesome day. Peace.